got one.
Captain Jeff Whitmarsh with the Delaware State Police Aviation Unit, and today we are at our hangar in Middletown, Delaware at Summit Aviation. Currently comprised of 15 pilots and 15 paramedics and 3 airships, all of which support a triad approach to how we do business, which is paramedic services, search and rescue, and then police support for finding suspects on the ground, searching for missing persons, etc.
It takes about 18 months to 2 years as well to train a TFO in the section. A lot of the training revolves around the medical component. All of our TFOs are National Registered Paramedics. That's a huge part of what we do here. More than half of our missions are responding to medical emergencies. So where we would land at car crashes or scenes of violence or top of a building, I mean, you name it, we're doing it, but it would be helicopter emergency medical services related. So it takes a long time to get those guys through school, through field training, and then all the TFO required stuff that we do in the aircraft.
First and foremost, the most active mission that we support would be that of paramedic services. Our paramedics are dispatched, or our crews are dispatched, I should say, to every major trauma case that we have in the state of Delaware, particularly when time and distance are an impediment to getting definitive care to the patient. So we dispatch the aircraft, we then load the patient up, and then provide medical care while we're in flight, getting them to that definitive care to a trauma center close by. What's interesting about the state of Delaware is we're so small, but we are so close to every other major city on the East Coast, if you will. So Philadelphia, New York, and Baltimore. We routinely will fly people down to shock trauma in Baltimore, to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, to the Crozier-Chester Burn Center, or to our trauma centers right here in the first state, one of which being Christiana Care, Christiana Hospital, and the second being A. DuPont Hospital for Children.
Initially in 1971, we fielded the Bell 206A model helicopter. That was the first Bell product that the Delaware State Police purchased. Since then, we've progressed through the 206A to the 206 Long Rangers, the 407s, and now the Bell 429s. 429 has been a great aircraft for us. We looked at larger airframes, but found that our mission set is really well suited to what the Bell 429 can perform for us. So we have the Westcam MX-10. In the past, we've used both FLIR as well as the Westcam products, but currently we're working with the Westcam MX-10 product as our FLIR and day camera. We also utilize the Track-A-Beam series of lights, the A800s. Those are the big mission equipment, pieces of equipment on the aircraft. We're using the Goodrich hoist for our hoist operations.
This aircraft, as it's configured right now, we can take 2 patients as soon as we land. This one right here is outfitted with a stretcher, so it's immediately available. If we were to take a second patient, we have a strapping system where we could strap them to the floor. All the seats that you see in here are movable, so we could move around depending on what care is needed. We bring our Zoll monitor here. We're able to monitor patients' heart rhythm, respiratory rate, blood pressure, pulse oximetry, end tidal CO2. So if a patient's intubated, we can monitor their breaths without actually having to listen to their breath sounds and things like that. We have a portable ventilator. We have a portable suction container. We come with our own oxygen. And then we have a whole wall that is set up very similar to an ambulance, that if an ambulance were to come on scene, with all soft supplies and trauma related equipment, tourniquets, gauze, you name it, we have it. I love helping people. You know, as a patrol trooper, I'll never know how much crime I stopped, right? Just driving around on patrol or doing paperwork or responding to a scene, I will never know what I stopped if I wasn't there. Being a tactical flight officer and being a paramedic and getting to help somebody, I know immediately what I'm doing makes a difference. And there's a lot of value in that. You know, that's a great feeling.